Hi everybody, I just wanted to work another problem here. This is a type of problem that tends to give people a little bit of trouble here, so I just thought I'd work through this. Let me read the question here first. So this problem says that the purity of gold is measured in carats, with pure gold being 24 carats. Other purities of gold are expressed as parts of pure gold. So if somebody says that something is 18 karat gold, that means that 18 out of 24 parts of that is gold, or in other words, 75% of the thing is gold. So who knows what the other 25% is? But if somebody says something's 18 karat gold, that means that it's only 75% gold. If somebody says that something is 12 karat gold, that would be 12 out of 24, in other words, 50% gold. The question asked here, how much 16 karat gold in grams should be mixed with pure gold to obtain 80 grams of 22 karat gold. So the first thing we need to sort of figure out is how much, if something is 16 karat gold, how much would that be? And if something is 22 karat gold, right, how much of that would be gold? Well, so 16 karat gold would be more than 50% gold, right, because 12 karat gold is 50%. So you could basically take 16 divided by 24, which would give you 0.66 repeating percent, or roughly about 67%. Or you could just reduce the fraction 16 24ths to 2/3. Now 22 karat gold would be 22 over 24, or 11 over 12, or about 92%, 91% gold, right? About 91.6 repeating gold. So in this case, we're going to let X represent the amount of 16 karat gold, because that's what we need to find. We don't know that. So what you need to think about is how much pure gold is in each thing, right? Because if you have two things of gold and you mix them together, the total amount of gold won't change. Now, the relative amount of gold to non-gold might change, but the total amount of gold won't change. So if you look at the first thing, you have X grams of that. Now, of that X grams, not all of it is gold, right? If it's only 16 karat gold, only 2/3 of that X grams will be gold. So the amount of gold in the first thing will be X times 2/3. Now, you have a total of 80 grams, so that means that the other thing has to contain a total of 80 minus X grams, and because that's pure gold, that would be 24 over 24, or 1 in that case, right? Because 24 over 24 would be 1. So you take the total amount of substance, which is pure gold, and just multiply that by 1. And then the final thing, you have a total of 80 grams, and that's 22 karat gold. So of that 80 grams, only 11 out of 12 of that is gold. So that would be your equation. Again, once you get the equation set up, then you would just solve it, right? So take 2/3 times x, multiply the 1 through, and then multiply the 80 times 11 over 12 will give you this equation. And then just reduce the fractions, right? So 4 will go into the top and the bottom here. And then you have to solve the equation. So because the equation is a linear equation with fractions, you would multiply everything on both sides by the LCD, which is 3, as we saw before. So multiply this term by 3, this term by 3, this term by 3, and this term by 3. Now in this case, the 3's will cancel. The 3's will also cancel here, so you'll get 3 times 80, which is 240, minus 3x. Combining like terms, 2x minus 3x is x. And then subtract 240 from both sides, you'll get negative x is equal to negative 20. So that means that x would be 20 grams. And in this case, that's all you have to answer, right? You don't have to indicate how many grams of 22 karat gold there would be. I guess there would be 60, but that's not what the problem is asking, right? The answer would be 20 grams. Okay, and if you think about it, that kind of makes sense, right? Because if you're getting 22 karat gold, right, it's almost pure gold, so you're probably not going to use very much 16 karat gold compared to pure gold. So, otherwise it would be maybe 40 grams of each, so you would expect this answer to be less than 40 grams, which seems reasonable. All right, well, hope that makes sense. If you guys have other questions, let me know.